Okay friends, it's Audrey and welcome back to my studio. So I am going to dive in and show you how I made this layout come alive. I used the Potterhead Kit from Clique Kits International, which is still available as of the date of this video. And I used some pieces from my stash, and you'll see that, but this is potions that we got at a recent visit to the Cloak and Wand in upstate Connecticut in Mystic. So without further ado, let's dive in and see how this Harry Potter layout came together. Alright? Thanks for watching, friends. Okay, friends, let's get started. Alright, so I'm cutting the strips off here, and I'm using this green paper as my base. Oh, excuse me, base, because of the green. This is my, it was a butterbeer potion, and this is my husband's, and I forget what his was called. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to cut strips of paper, and I want this to be about 3 inches. This is 3. And this is going to be a strip of 2 inches. And if I do this right, because sometimes I'm not really good with math, but yeah, there we go. So that's going to get tucked under here. And this is, I'll need 1 inch on this one. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to change my idea a little bit because I wanted to do corners, but I don't think I can get corners here because of the size of the paper. So this is what happens, right? We're gonna go through and see. So for the sketch, this really was my inspiration, was these lines here. But okay, so I am going to embroider, or yeah, probably embroider, because I can do that while watching TV. I'll start it so you guys can see it, but so that's why I'm leaving a little bit of a space between them. So these are all the house colors, but if you know me, you would know that I am a Ravenclaw, which made me super excited because I love knowledge, I love birds, and I love the color blue. This is my favorite color, so yay. Yay for that. But okay, so I'm just eyeballing it. You could measure it out, but I am leaving a little bit of a space in between. Okay, so I'm going to run a back stitch through here. and I'm gonna go get that set up. But I'm thinking that what I might do is oops, cut a little bit too much off, but that's okay. I'm thinking that what I might do is throw some silver paint splatter on it. It would be a good thing. So I'm going to stop the video and get set up to do some silver paint splatter on here. And then I'll come back and you'll see what it's like. Alright, so I got my trusty Distress Spray Strain paint here from my stash. And I am just going to lightly throw some splatter up in the top left and the bottom right corners, and I'm going to let this dry. So there you go. So you can, there is a way to spray it, but I never do that very well. So, alright. Alright. This is kind of a tight setup, so I'm going to try, not to hit too much. Alright. Okay. Alright, so I was going to stitch, but I decided I was going back and forth between stitching and doing embroidery, so I figured I would just do a running embroidery stitch. So I'm just, you can measure it out, but I'm just kind of eyeballing it here. I'm using this paper piercer tool to make the holes for the embroidery. So it's a little uneven, it's kind of messy. It's okay with me. If you want, you could take a ruler, and what you could do is you could put the ruler down and just measure every Okay, so now I'm just using a cream colored string. I do have one of those needle threaders that I could use, but that would require me having to get up and go find it. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to stop this video and go find one of the... Okay, found one. See if I can get it to work though, because this one is kind of broken. I am having the worst problems with this thread right now because this thing is, I have more somewhere, I just don't know where they are. So we're just gonna cut this part off. Yeah. I'm wasting so much of this string. Alright friends, I am not having the best time with this. I should have gone the other route, but whatever. Alright, we are ready for takeoff. Well, that's a waste. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do it on the screen. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to take, it's just a running stitch, alright? So you're going to, I made this really big because I don't really want to have to go through it again. And I'm going to tape it down. Just off the back of this page too. Alright, so I use washi tape to tape it down so it just lays flat a little bit more. Okay, I need to find my needle. Okay, hopefully you guys can see this on the screen. It's overhead and I'm not watching. Alright, so you're just going to go in one and then up the other, and it's just going to be a running stitch. But since I made it so long, I just gotta watch that it doesn't get caught and knot. You see? Alright, so I'm gonna finish this up and I'll meet you back in a few seconds and we can finish up this layout. Alright? Okay, I'm gonna see what this looks like here. Not too bright, I think. Yeah, too bright. Alright. Just gonna have to work in the last bits of daylight that we've got. Alright. Barley, what are you... Barley is tearing up the craft room. Okay, so you can see I embroidered it. I had a lot of problems. I just tape it down with some washi on the back just to kind of hold it to the page. So I ended up, when I was doing this, my needle ended up becoming unthreaded. So I had to thread it again. It took me a while, but it's done. I usually don't do a lot of embroidery because I find it kind of annoying to do. Move that back a little bit. Okay, there we go. I think that's... I should have gotten my setup here beforehand, but anyway, I usually don't do embroidery because I find it annoying to do. Leave a comment, let me know if you like it or not. Alright, so I'm going to pull out the stickers, and I've got the little extra things. I'm using the Potterhead Kit. So this is a picture of our date day in July at the Cloak and Wand. And look at that, see, I'm covering up all the embroidery that I did. That's okay. I think I'm going to be using this little hedgewig. And I'm debating if I want to put the books. So what else do we have in here? We've got some Brads. Oh, we have these Harry Potter. Oh. So these are from the fandom kit. We did Clique Kits did a CliqueCon like a Comic Con, but we called it CliqueCon. I think we called it CliqueCon. In June. Maybe I won't use Hedwig. Kind of like Hedwig though. Yeah, so I'm gonna not use the paper clips this time around. So this is actually not part of the Potterhead kit, but I used it. I just put it in with there since it goes with the theme. So Barley's getting ready to jump up on the desk. Let's make some room for her here. I was going to pop this up, but then I wouldn't be able to stick down the stickers, and I really like the way that looks. Alright, so we're not going to use Hedwig. We'll figure out something to use him for. Actually, before I do that, I want to, I'm debating putting this sticker down here, and I actually kind of like that, except I don't have it embroidered, but that's okay because I'm not doing any more embroidery. Barley has made an appearance. So now you'll see here I left the branding strip on because I really did like that part of it on there. She's getting pissed at me because she's sitting all over my stuff. You know I like to keep things organized, little chicken. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to pop this up with pop dots from my stash. Let's see if I can hold this up. Okay, so this is the full desk experience right now with Barley here. So she often joins me in my crafty space. Alright, I'm going to stop the video for a minute because I want to grab two things from my stash. To finish this layout up. So I'm going to stop it, and I'm not sure how much you guys can see of this, considering that someone has decided that they are going to sit here, right? Yeah, she wants to play. She loves to play in here. This is just part and parcel of my being with me in my craft room. You get this wonderful little girl, yeah, who's pissed at me now because I'm touching her. Yeah. Can you talk for the camera? Can you talk? You say something? I'm gonna get killed. Alright, we're gonna stop. I'm gonna go grab two things that I need and then meet you back here, okay? Alright, as you can see here, I don't know if you can see her, we have made ourselves very comfortable in my craft space while I was gone picking up my materials. Let me see if I can't pull this up a little. So, it's kind of a tight fit with some cat legs right now. But what I did was I grabbed some label stickers so I could write a little bit of a story about what this is. And I also grabbed all of my enamel dots because I want to put a little bit of texture on here. So let me see if... There, she's moving just a little bit. Okay, so I haven't decided what one I want. I'm kind of thinking... Alright, so now, alright, you guys can see these are done. So now I want to balance this a little bit here. So there was another sticker, this 100% magic. And because I like the rules of 3, so you kind of put them in sort of like a triangle shape. See that triangle shape? That's going to pull your reader in. Okay, sometimes I can get really too sticker happy, so I'm going to leave it like that. And I'm going to put some enamel dots, and I'm seeing that the first one, these work actually pretty good. So these enamel dots are just going to get scattered a little bit around the page, pretty much where Barley's tail is ending up right now. And what they do is they just provide, it just provides a little bit of dimension to the page. Alright, so I think I am done. Let me just hold it up and see if I need anything else. Nope, I like it, I just need to sign it. Alright. Barley and I thank you for watching, friends.